I wish I was fooling around in this week's commentary, but this video is going to be very serious on the topic of autism, and tomorrow starts Autism Acceptance Month, so meaning that we accept those of every autistic individual, and I, as myself, am very happy to be a part of the autism community. Uh, but also I do face a lot of hardships. I do face a lot of complications navigating the world around me in terms of my autism condition. And I have already outlined a lot of my struggles in the last year of having to create content for the autism community. So so yeah, what I can say is that I do think that I am happy to be a part of a community where I can really relate to those that have the same struggles as me, where I can also feel a lot more accepted and be more included in these activities, so that I am not left out of it, so that I am free to express however I want. Actually, I can be like weird, I can be silly or awkward if I wanted to, and yeah, I don't have any limit. So yeah. But I think the ones that do need the spotlight the most is those that are higher support needs autistics. So meaning those that are level 2 or those with level 3 autism. And they don't get the spotlight as much. So yeah, like in terms of how I view media, I rarely ever see those with like ASD level 3, or maybe even those with ASD level 2. I could be wrong, but usually I always see those with ASD level 1 autistics that are being vocal about their hardships. They're always being vocal about their difficulties, and also having to reenact the scenarios of their past situations. So while I do really appreciate of them having to really do that, I think we should be able to recognize and support ASD level 2 people a lot more. Also, by the way, if you're hearing any karaoke sessions in the background, I heavily do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just like late at night, and people are out there like singing their hearts out through karaoke. So I do apologize there. There's nothing I can do about it, having to like filter out the noise there. Hopefully y'all can forgive me. But yeah, we should be getting the spotlight more on like ASD level 2, because they have a lot of difficulties having to communicate, having to introduce to their needs a lot more, having to recognize their needs more, and also having to get a lot more accommodations, unlike those with ASD level 1 people that may need the support with accommodations, or may or may not need help with the services they need. And I greatly do understand the communication difficulties with ASD level 2. Most importantly, the stemming part. Most importantly, the stemming part during conversations. Now, um, I don't think this is actually very weird of them to do. I think this is actually very normal for them to do in these situations where they need to focus on the conversation while having to fidget with their toys. Um, I think that is absolutely very normal for them to do that because, like in longer conversations and in a lot of deep, meaningful conversations, there's gonna be times where we need to fidget and with any other small object or any other things that we may need help with in terms of having to communicate more efficiently to our friends, our family members, and other adults that we may see in public situations such as work, school, or college, or whatever that may be. I don't think that fidgeting is a problem with communication. But to like other neurotypicals, they may recognize it as weird and offensive and we get these stereotypes, especially with all levels of ASD. So yeah, we get those stereotypes probably often in our times, but like for me, I don't get it I don't get it a lot because like I talk a lot more online than than having to talk in real life. So autistics do really get the stereotypical messages there, and it's really unfortunate that people that do send stereotypes to other people are really not educated on the world of autism, and I do think that people do really need to really educate themselves in the world of autism, because I think autism is like such a beautiful like condition that no other person wants to take it away from. So yeah, I'm really proud of my autism, and I hope y'all guys are really proud of like my autism and what I do and what my special interests are, because I want people to like actually accept who I am, and not just put a facade around me and tell to other people that I'm usually okay in this situation when in reality I'm not. And I've seen like a lot of like reenactments of a situation that I've had in my past, in which I can totally relate. I think the one neurodivergent creator that makes the best reenactments is Morgan Folly. She makes the best reenactments of having to outline any type of autistic situation in terms of communication, in terms of how she experiences from her own past. I think she is a great creator. I think I'll leave her YouTube link down below in the description box. She is an amazing creator, neurodivergent creator, and I strongly urge anyone that is currently learning about the world of autism, definitely do check that out below. Yeah, to wrap things up for this commentary, um, while we do really accept those of autistic individuals, while we do really appreciate those with special different types of abilities that autistics do, and those that are like talented, like I've seen like a lot of autistics that are really gifted with their abilities in art or in mathematics or any part of the STEM program that they're really good at. I think like I think we can like come together like as a community to really create an environment that really includes all the autistics, and having to let other people like advocate for all of them, because if you're not really going to be advocating for all autistics, then consider yourself as not being like a support person for all autistics, because what is really the point in having to not advocate for autistics if you're not really going to support those that have this autism condition? You get what I'm saying? Like I do really think that people should advocate autistics a lot more, having to really guide them into the right direction, especially those with high support needs autism, with ASD level 2 and ASD level 3. Again, they definitely do need the spotlight a lot more than those of ASD level 1. Because I do think their support needs and their accommodation levels are a lot more apparent than ASD level 1, because ASD level 1 may or may not need the help that they need to really navigate the real world. So yeah, that will be it for this week's commentary. All I will say is happy early Autism Acceptance Month, and yeah, just for those of you that are watching this video, I would really love it if you can really advocate for all levels of autistics out there, and I just hope that you'll be able to really guide them, to really steer them in the right direction, and help them succeed in the best way possible. If you can do that for me, that would be greatly appreciated. But otherwise, if you have any comments, if you have anything to add into my own commentary, I would love it if you can share it in the comments. But otherwise, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya.